Welcome to the Cameron Show. I'm your friend Cameron Tyler. I'm so happy you're here today. We're coming to you from Dude IDK Studios in Denver, Colorado. I am so happy because today my guest friend is the fabulous Miranda Clemenson. She's one half of the music duo Yarrow, and also she's someone who has known me for over 20 years. And thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I was driving over here today, and actually the first thing that I want to ask you before even everything I told you I was going to ask you, there's always a surprise question. Do you remember when we first met? Because I have a theory, but I'm not sure that I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Were we in the same Spanish class where we had to have a fake Spanish name?
Yeah.
I think we sat by each other.
And I think we were in science class too. I have a very specific memory of science class too. But yes.
Wait, in 7th or 8th?
Middle school is such a blur.
It is such a blur. Okay, well, do you remember what your Spanish class name was?
Conchita.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Mine was Esteban.
Of course it was.
Me llamo Esteban. It is so funny. Our Spanish teacher was this white lady. Her name was Senorita Berg.
See, I didn't remember that.
I remember that because one time I was saying something really inappropriate in the lunch line, and I turned around and she was right behind me, and I wanted to KMS. It was so bad. Okay, so we've known each other since middle school.
Dang.
From either science or Spanish. Conchita and Esteban. That is, I'm so sorry. That
That's
is
who
what
we
I
are
have
now.
to name this episode. Conchita, mi Conchita. I'm so dead. Okay, so I'm going to ask you the question I always ask at the beginning of every episode to set the tone, okay? If you were to close your eyes, tell the viewers at home what color you see when you envision your aura right now. The vibe.
Pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
Is it because you're wearing pink?
Pink is my power color.
Pink is your power color, so maybe that's why you're wearing pink.
Totally.
Wait, I didn't know this about you, but I love that.
I go through phases, but right now pink is it's just because and also color theory and people talking about your favorite color and what looks good on you. Pink.
I mean, it looks very good on you.
Thank you.
Are you a Galinda?
Ooh, like a good witch?
Yeah.
Most days.
Wait, do you like Wicked?
I
I could tell that you don't because you said like a good witch.
I was like, Wizard of Oz. I'm into it. Honestly, I haven't seen it. The new one, and I didn't read it. And
Oh, that's totally fine. I have mixed feelings about it, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I just a couple months ago, I went to Las Vegas to the Wizard of Oz with the Spear, and I love the original so much that Wicked, sometimes I'm just like, well, this isn't real. I mean, none of it's real, obviously, but I'm like, this is revisionist history, which I famously hate. I don't like Hamilton and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Do you like Hamilton?
I haven't seen it.
It would be so funny if that was the hill you wanted to die on.
No,
and you were
that
like,
was,
actually, are you kidding me?
I mean, if we're talking about musicals in general, but
you don't watch musicals?
I watch some.
What's your favorite musical? I'm just kidding. You don't have to
Moulin
answer
Rouge.
That. Wait, Moulin Rouge is one
Yeah.
that I've never seen.
What?
I've never seen Moulin Rouge.
Ewan McGregor.
I think I just saw him in Star Wars. Is he in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just started the Star Wars journey with my friend
Aw.
Jake. Yeah, and so I'm watching a lot of, this is apparently a very controversial thing, but I'm
It's a nerdy
starting
thing.
with episode 1, and
Cool.
people are like, you're not supposed to do that.
So yeah, Chris, my boyfriend, he talks about chronological order or the correct. I don't know actually. I know
mean,
that there's certain ways to watch.
I'm
Star
watching it in
Wars.
the chronological order within the universe of Star Wars.
Okay.
So I'm not watching the old ones first that are prequels,
Okay.
Whatever.
There it is.
Let's not talk about Star Wars. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
ew.
you.
I don't know anything.
I don't know anything about that. Honestly, I'm just satisfying a lot of my friends who are angry when I would always say, I've never seen a Star Wars movie. I've also never seen a Harry Potter movie.
Huh.
I just don't care for it.
That's
if
okay.
I'm watching a wizard, it's going to be The Wizard of Oz.
Cool.
Now that that's out of the way, tell me, if our friends at home don't know you, how would you introduce yourself to them in 10 words or less?
I am a singing bartender.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
If that is it, I love that. I have a singing bartender on my show today, and honestly, wow, that is I mean, here's the thing. That's a perfect encapsulation of who you are as far as how you spend your time.
Totally.
That's for damn sure, because
Yeah.
you're a busy woman. You were probably the hardest person to pin down for a date for recording this because you are so busy. And the thing is, you don't just play shows like in Denver. You guys are more spread out than that.
We try, yeah.
I mean, you guys are quite successful and it's expanding. Tell me about Yarrow. How did Yarrow come to be? What kind of music? If people need to go Google Yarrow, what are they going to find?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
We are a duo. We put out original music in 2018, and that music is like indie Americana, all written between Chris and I. Chris did most of the writing, because he's awesome.
He's a lyricist.
He is. I mean, we go through phases. I mean, everybody goes through phases, but I think at that time in his life, he had a lot of things to say and sing about.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's your
about
favorite song to perform? Like your favorite original song, Yarrow song to perform?
Probably Always. He's going to laugh at me because I'm like the worst at lyrics and just remembering names of things in general.
Yeah.
Oops. But also
Oops.
the one that we whistle on, or that I whistle on. Because I like
Which
to.
is untitled. Or is that always?
No, it's not. That's why I'm saying that. Because
So guys, go through their entire discography.
Yeah, listen.
This was actually a trick.
Yeah.
She wants you to go through all of their songs, and if you can find where they whistle, it'd be so funny if you don't whistle on any of them.
No, I do.
Okay, she promises on one song that
Or
she
maybe
can't
it's
remember
only
what it's
live.
called, they whistle.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the album came out in 2018.
Yes.
When can we expect the next album?
Maybe next year.
2026.
2026.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Do you like writing lyrics? Or do you like leaving that up to Chris? Or do you have to be in the mood?
I want to write lyrics, but I'm such a perfectionist, and so is he, and like we're really, really hard on ourselves. It's hard to write music.
It's really hard to write music.
Yeah.
It's also a very vulnerable
Yeah,
thing.
to spill your guts, and then like spill your guts like between each other, because it's like you can write music about someone else or about feelings, but like when you're sharing that like with your person, then yes, because Chris is my person.
Yes, they're engaged to be married.
Yes.
Oh my God. You know what? I've been watching the show Mad About You lately, and sometimes I feel like I sound like an angry New Yorker because I've been watching so much Paul Reiser lately. I find when I get angry about something, I turn into a New Yorker. So if that happens today, just know that you pissed me off.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding.
I talked about not wanting to cross you. So.
Well, yes. Okay, so here's the thing. And my friends at home will know this. Like, the point of this podcast is to connect with people that I don't see often enough. That I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen this person in so long. Or sometimes it's someone that I'm like, actually, I've never sat down to a conversation with this person.
Huh.
And then I'm like, I want to get to know you. And I want to encourage other people to do the same thing. Because I think right now, we're in an era where we need to get out and get to know people in 3D. This whole like living behind a screen thing, we need to work on that. We need to work on that because literally the country and the world is falling down around us. And the only way that we're going to stop is to like hang out, right? Anyways,
community. Yeah.
Community.
That's a big thing.
And so I spend a lot of my time on social media perusing and being like, you know what? I haven't seen this person in so long. I'm going to actually ask to see them in 3D. So I literally messaged you and was like, I want you to be on my podcast. And what I love about you is that I've done this a few times because I, like you, I'm a creative. But I am the person that like, I have new ideas all the time. I remember like last year, I wanted to do like a
Christmas thing?
I wanted to do a self-made Christmas special. And for 3 weeks, I was like, It's because I had just broken up with someone,
Ah.
my ex-husband for the listeners out there. And I was like going crazy and I was like, I need to work on something. I was going to do a huge Christmas show. And I was like, will you come on it? Can Yarrow perform on it? And you're like, sure. And then I was like, okay, never mind. I'm not doing that. And I ended up just working on my memoir again. Anyways, I messaged you about coming on to this week's podcast and you were just like, sure. But then I was like, but also I want to have lunch with you. So we had lunch last week. I don't remember where, but it was so good. We made friends with the waitress. I guessed that she was 28, but she was 27, but about to turn 28, I think.
Yeah.
She had a hot boyfriend. Anyways, we got together and we hadn't seen each other in years.
It really has been a long time. We haven't been, like, you've reached out to me definitely a couple times, like, trying.
I know. And you're so elusive.
Am I?
She's not. She actually, every time, the thing is, every time she'd be like, well, you can come here and I'm working and you can come see me at work, or you can come here and I'm performing and you can come see me perform. And by the way, I'm not against that at all. But finally, we sat down to lunch and it was a fabulous lunch. And it made me realize how much we are grown-ups, like, you know, because we're like halfway to 70 now, even though we met in middle school. But we're also still so much the same. Like, I laugh with you.
Yeah.
I told you last week I was going through a hard time and I just sat down and I think it was like within 3 minutes, I was like, I feel so good sitting across the table from you right now. So tell me how good you feel seeing me.
Really, really good.
No, I'm just kidding. We had a lot to talk about, though. We had a lot to talk about, and we obviously talked a lot about you and Chris, because I was like, oh my God, when you're getting married. The funny thing is, I met your fiance for the first time, like, before I even knew that you guys were together. Or, like, I knew you guys were together, but he was my Uber driver like 12 years ago.
Well, yeah, that's how you knew, like, what he looked like.
That's how I knew what he looked like.
Yeah.
And, like, I had seen him in a picture on your Instagram, and I remember asking him, like, are you dating a girl named Miranda? And he was probably like, what the hell? This interrogating gay man is in my Uber. And we talked a lot about Yarrow. We talked a lot about our families. Okay, this is the one thing we had in common that I was, like, very surprised by.
Yeah?
We're going there. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So the one thing that we had in common that I was surprised by is that we're both, well, I'm estranged from my mom. I don't think you would say you're estranged from your mom.
Definitely not.
But we both have entered eras in our lives where we've had to have, like, boundaries.
Yes.
And that was, like, really, really shocking to me. So I, like, one of the first things I asked you when we sat down was like, oh my God, how's your mom? And the reason why is because when I was, like, 12 years old, your mom was one of the only moms that would, like, let you come to my house. Because a lot of the moms, by the time middle school happened, were like, you can't go to a boy's house.
I'm like, I can go to this boy's house.
Yeah. And your mom was like totally down. And, like, I just remember thinking the world of your mom because she was just like, oh, it's not a problem.
Yeah. And we were both best friends with our moms too. Like,
yes. And I was also very close with my mom, as you know. And, like, my mom, I'm convinced, you can't tell me otherwise, would tell the moms, like, I'm pretty sure my kid is gay. Like, you don't have to worry about it. Like, there was one girl in elementary school, Tierney, who was allowed to come over, and then, like, you in middle school. And so I always just, like, think of your mom like that. And so we sat down and I was, like, prepared to tell you, like, so I don't talk to my mom anymore. So then I was like, well, let me see how her mom is doing.
How's your mom? My face just like...
Your face just, like, yeah, it told me a lot very quickly. And I was like, oh. And so of course, my immediate thought is like, oh my God, maybe the same thing happened with them as with me, which would be very weird because mine, mine is very hyper specific. But you told me this story about how the election and politics has played into that, like relationship, and if it's okay,
Yeah.
I would like to explore that because I will say, I mean, spoiler alert, Trump is involved in this conversation, but
Ugh.
we're in the year 2025. We're almost in the year 2026. And so we're like about to be 10 years ahead of when Trump was first elected. And so I feel like for a long time, it's been a long time, I should say, since I've heard a lot of people have like stories of their families going toward the Trump I don't know and what you
Cult?
even want to call it. It's a cult. I mean,
It's a cult.
let's call it what it is. And so this was a lot more recent. I'm going to let you tell the story.
Yeah.
Tell the story.
It was my mom's birthday. Like, yeah, me and my mom, we've been best friends forever. Like,
yeah.
Very for the most part, like very close. Definitely like less close as like getting older and just like lives and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my mom's birthday is November 7th and election day is
was like the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like 2 days before that.
Yeah. But I had my mom over for dinner with my partner Chris, and it was a lovely dinner. It was for her birthday. I made steak, I made cheesecake, I made chocolate martinis. Like I like went out. And then I don't quite remember like cuz again, I think I told you like bad things they just kind of like blur out.
Yeah.
But
very fair.
Yeah. But she was kind of like holding her cross necklace, and she said that she was going to be true to herself, and it because we were like commiserating about like Trump being in office, like, and saying like we couldn't believe that this had happened.
Like you and Chris were commiserating.
Yeah, kind of. Just like, you know, we weren't gonna like totally talk about it. Like we don't want to talk about like bad things at dinner.
Well, yeah, but it was like a few days after the election.
Exactly.
So, topic.
Yeah. And my mom, and then she just kind of like leaned back and she looked at me and she took a deep breath and she said, I told myself I was going to be honest and be true to myself. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And I think I told, like, at lunch, I was like, I was probably like levitating, like things were like coming out of my ears.
It.
Like,
yeah.
It was just like so shocking to me that, and then my mom said that she voted for Trump, and I just, I lifted the table, and
she didn't lift the table. She didn't flip the table, but she could have.
I could have.
She could have, because in that moment, but you were so stunned.
I was shocked, and like,
I feel that, like, I felt stunned when you told this story because I didn't expect it at all.
Yeah.
Like, your mom is like witchy. Like, when I think of your mom from when we were younger, I think of Fleetwood Mac.
Well, yeah, and she's in a Fleetwood Mac cover band. Like,
oh my God, I actually did not even know that. I swear to God, I did not know that.
I love my mother, but
that is amazing.
It is, and that's why it's just like
she's still in it.
She's still in it.
I don't think you're allowed to cover Fleetwood Mac if you voted for Donald Trump.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. Wow. This is. I'm shooketh all over again.
That's why it's so confusing.
It's so confusing, and I just remember like, when you told me this, I almost thought it was a joke, but then I was like, no, because when I asked how her mom was, her face dropped. But this is the reason why. And I remember, and you might have to remind me exactly, but like the part that I really liked about what you said, because, I mean, to recap a little bit from the lunch, she like told you this, and then you had to cut the dinner short.
Oh yeah, I had to tell her to leave because I mean, I like, because of how shocked I was, like, and I didn't know how to like control my emotions because it was just so shocking to me.
I would have done the same thing.
It hurt me, and I did. I had to tell her to leave. I made her martini in a mason jar, and I put cheesecake in a container, and I was just like, you have to leave my house.
Honestly, iconic. But before she left, tell me about the "you're not afraid of trans people, you're afraid of men" thing. Well, this is important because this was my favorite part, actually. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, that's what I said, is just because I started bringing up like all the things that, to me, like, how could you vote for Trump? Yeah. Like, I started asking about like how she felt about immigrants, brown people, or about like LGBTQ, and she brought up like, and this is like even a recent thing, like she sent me a picture of like felons who are trans, and I was just like first of all, fake, like, or even if it's not fake, I'm just it's
skewed.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
But what I had to tell her is like, you're not afraid of trans people, like you're afraid of men, because those are men being bad people. Like that's a man pretending to be a woman, like in a safe space. Like that's not a trans person. Like
that urban legend that these people tell themselves of the man sneaking into the woman's bathroom.
Yes.
That in that urban legend, that's not a trans person. That's a bad man.
Yes.
And I loved when you said that, because actually I think that is such a crucial, important point that I never hear someone counter with. And I want more people to get that in their minds, because I think, especially, our parents' generation, and by the way, we both have young moms.
We do.
I mean, my mom was 23 when she had me. My mom is not a boomer. She's Gen X.
Yep.
Your mom's Gen X too, I believe.
Yeah.
I find that a lot of these people in their generation and above get sucked in by that urban legend of, well, men want to play in women's sports, and it's trans people. Trans people want to come into the bathroom. It's not that. It's not trans people you're scared of. It is bad men.
It is.
Disguising themselves as trans people. And I really loved that point. I mean, I'm sure anyone who has listened to this podcast knows I have trans friends. I feel very personally about this. It's very, very strongly about this. A couple months ago, actually, I went to the Lorde concert at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
And there were two openers. There was Blood Orange, but before that, there was Japanese House.
That's a great show.
Oh my God, it was the best show I've been to in 5 ever. I mean, literally, it was amazing. And Japanese House, when they were doing their set, they like stopped in the middle of their set and they like told the crowd, we're going to do this next song. And I can't remember what the next song is, because to be honest with you, I had never heard of Japanese House before this concert.
Oh.
But I am now a fan.
Good.
I mean, they're giving, first of all, I love Muna, and they gave Muna,
Ooh,
big Muna.
love Muna.
Oh my God, of course you do, girl. We're going to get into how lesbians love you in a minute. But they stopped their set in the middle of it, and they were like, we have to take a moment before we do this next song. And we just have to say, it is more important now than ever to like verbally affirm that you are for trans rights.
Yes.
And like trans safety. And I feel very strongly about that. Let it be known to the world, the Cameron Show is very pro-trans.
Good.
Pro-trans safety, rights. I don't just want to see trans people like survive. I want to see trans people thrive.
Yes.
So I think that's why when you made that point, I was like, oh my God, this is one of those things that I'm going to start telling people when they let loose with that bullshit rhetoric of like men in women's bathrooms. Men is the key word there. You're scared of men. You're not scared of trans people. I think of the Nancy Maces of this world, and I just want to like blow myself up, because it's like these people like actually think they're doing something with that. But like the point that you made so succinctly in that was like stunning to me. I mean, it's honestly like that's the biggest thing I took away from the whole thing. And I was like, I'm going to start saying that. And by the way, I have to say, just like a point of optimism amongst all this pessimism.
Yeah.
When they stopped the show to do this moment to speak on trans rights and trans safety, Red Rocks erupted with like applause, which made me so happy. And I was there, by the way, with my friend Ryder, who is trans, and like that was like the greatest moment for us to like I felt so good being there with him, because when they stopped the show, and they said this message, I was like, I really hope that my people, like I think of Red Rocks, I went to Red Rocks Elementary. Like I went to elementary school at the base of this place. So I think of Red Rocks, I'm very possessive of it. It's where I had my high school graduation. I was like, God, I hope my people really like respond positively to this. I was at a Lorde concert. I was pretty sure it was going to be fine. But like the level was so loud and like just boisterous support.
That's
it felt
beautiful.
So good.
That's beautiful.
You're also wearing the trans flag colors, I just realized. Blue, pink, and white.
Because my necklace. Oh, well, yeah, because my pants.
Yeah. Our trans ally Miranda Clemenson is here. Anyways, I'm so sorry I derailed this conversation. Going off about how much I love trans people. Jesus. But this was a really interesting thing that happened to you, in my opinion, because I thought we were at a point now where this was not going to be happening anymore.
Yeah, we're not getting shocked by like revelations of our parents being.
Exactly. I thought everyone who was going to do that had already done it.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, it's really, really surprising to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, mostly I needed to go there because I was like, you shared that little bit of wisdom with me that I am obsessed with. So now I'm going to shift gears a little bit before we play the jar game, which I know you're thrilled about playing the jar game. And I know you have no anxiety about not knowing which questions you're going to pick. Like,
Yeah,
you're just
none.
living for it.
I am a low anxiety human if you know me.
Oh, God. Totally. Just easygoing all the way. Next week is Christmas.
Yes.
Is that your holiday that you celebrate?
I do celebrate. Yeah. You mean like in
because I'm like,
of the...
I am one of those people. I have a lot of mixed feelings about Christmas. A lot of people think that I'm obsessed with Christmas, and to a certain extent, I like it. I love it.
I do think you're obsessed with it, so this is interesting.
I really played it up for a long time.
Okay.
As something, I don't want to say to get attention, but it was definitely like when my cousin Brittany talks about the Cameron show, she's saying it to be like, you're fake. But like, I wrote this I should just get the book and read it, but I won't. Basically for a long time, I really hated Christmas.
Okay.
So then to combat that, I would pretend to love Christmas because I was like, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
But now I've grown to actually really enjoy Christmas. But I am one of those people who's trying to be like a happy holidays person because I don't know what. Maybe someone's celebrating Hanukkah.
Totally.
And as someone who hopes to find a Jewish husband one day, mostly because Charlotte York did it on Sex and the City. Just kidding. I want to be more inclusive, so I'm gonna start asking: is Christmas your holiday?
Okay, I like that.
That is your holiday, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could have been Hanukkah. Could have been Kwanzaa.
Could have.
I don't even know what the other holidays are, but I'm going to be doing research right after this.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot.
Yule.
What is your favorite? Is Yule the pagan?
I feel like...
Is there a pagan holiday that's not Christmas?
That's not Christmas. Like, that wasn't, like, taken by... Yeah.
Right. Christmas took a bunch of pagan stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the season in general.
You know, that's so true.
Yeah.
They didn't have a Christmas tree when Jesus was born.
No.
I was there. There was no Christmas tree. What's your favorite Christmas song?
I mean, I love like the classics, and I love like Bing Crosby, White Christmas, I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Have you ever read about what a bad dad Bing Crosby was? I don't know why I had to say
Bummer.
that. I am on a bad parents role today.
I mean, but that's like classic for like the holidays.
No,
like
it
bringing
is.
up like strained relationships. This makes sense for this episode, honestly.
Here's the thing about me: it doesn't stop me from listening to Bing Crosby.
No,
he was really mean to his kids. I don't care. He has a great Christmas album. I will continue to listen to it. It was a different time. You were allowed to be horrible to your kids.
Separate the art from the artist.
Separate the art. No, God, I
No,
have really.
don't do
We won't go there. No. I can't. I mean, look, I still listen to Michael Jackson. I actually don't listen to Chris Brown or R. Kelly.
No, I never listen to them anyways, so.
But okay, let me ask you this. Here's like a controversial question.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on this? On Spotify, there is a setting you can do to any artist so that like if you're listening to a playlist that this artist is featured on or a radio station that like plays a song by this artist, you can set a certain artist to not be played. So like I did this with Kanye West because I mean, he's really not well, but it has turned him into kind of like a Nazi sometimes, which like unfortunate. His mental health is like a real concern, but also I never liked him anyway, so I have it set for him. What do you think about that?
I mean, screw Spotify, sorry. But
Oh, wait, tell me more about that.
I mean, just Spotify in general, just like as an artist who has music on multiple platforms, they all suck. They're all terrible. But Spotify is like the worst.
Wait, really?
Yeah, totally.
Should I switch?
Yeah. Can't believe you haven't.
No,
actually.
I've had Spotify since 2010. What about all my playlists?
I know. There is this app, I forget, I think it's called like it's like Switch, but you can like it'll help you move all of your playlists to a different streaming service.
What's your preferred streaming service?
Apple.
You know
But
what?
that's just because you have to. We buy so many records. Like now that like we're older and we have like money, you know, the dink lifestyle.
Yeah.
When we buy like a $30 record, we're like supporting them. Like that's like how we justify like spending so much money on vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah. But to go back to like your Spotify thing, I think that's interesting. I think that's great actually. It's like being able to like block a word on Threads or like I
Oh
wish
my God, yes.
yeah. And I'm going to get hate for this, but I would do it for Taylor Swift because I don't want to listen to Taylor Swift.
You're in a safe space, girl. I think Taylor
thank
Swift, I'm
goodness.
so sorry to say, I guess I'll get hate too. I think Taylor Swift is the most overrated person on this planet. I'll admit, I went to the Eras tour, but you know why? Muna opened.
I know, and that's like the one like redeeming thing is that she had all these like young indie like or like up and coming like indie
She
girl
knew what
artists.
she was doing.
She did, and I was like, wow, cool. But actually, no, screw her.
Well, screw her for real,
Yeah.
but I knew that I was never probably going to see Muna in a stadium performing ever again, and I had
you
to.
might. I mean,
I might.
Katie Gavin.
We
Yeah,
could go on.
we could.
We love lesbians, and lesbians love you. This was another one of my favorite things you said at lunch because I was like, you know what? I believe that, actually. To be clear, she's not a lesbian, but I could just see you as someone that lesbians love.
We like the songs that we play at shows. Like
You're
'cause-
so folky and like Americana, like the vibe.
totally,
is-
and like the songs we cover are like yeah, definitely.
What's your favorite song to cover?
Ooh, Cranberries, Dreams.
I remember one time I wrote to you on Instagram. I think it was during the pandemic, and I said,
Mm.
"Will you cover?" What did I ask you to
Ooh,
cover?
what
I
did
think
you
it was
ask me?
Stevie Nicks.
Oh,
It might have been Dreams,
and
which is
honestly,
so basic.
no, we could be a Fleetwood Mac cover band because of all the songs that we cover by Fleetwood Mac.
I think you
and
should
Stevie
become
Nicks.
a Fleetwood Mac cover band and knock any Fleetwood Mac cover band who voted for Trump off the charts. I know that was naughty. I came here to be naughty.
I
You know
love
what?
my mother. I have nothing but love for her. But
No, I love
I'm
your
just-
mother. I
just
have
mad.
faith that
I'm
she's
s-
gonna
yeah.
get saved.
she will.
I think there's more hope for your mother than my mother because I think I'm not even gonna go there. You know what? I'm realizing I'm so caffeinated on this episode. I'm gonna tell you at home why. And I swear to God, this is not a paid plug. We film at Dude IDK Studios in Denver, and it is right down the street from Queen City Coffee. This is a coffee house down the street. They have this drink called a Paloma that is half grapefruit soda and half cold brew. I've only had a little bit, but I also already had like a quad espresso from Starbucks this
Oh
morning.
hell yeah!
I'm a caffeine fiend, okay? Anyway, the Paloma from Queen City is one of my favorite things. And when I go in, I swear to God, every time I go in to get it, whoever is working is like, nobody ever orders that.
Like what?
And I'm like, that's sick. So anyway, this is all to say, if you live in Denver, go to Queen City today. And they're not a sponsor, so there's no promo code. You got to pay the full price. But get a Paloma and try it. It is so good. And it'll have you so wired. I've had like a sip, and it just really, really took me off today. I'm normally not this energetic.
It's just like talk.
I think it's also because you're here, because your energy, I swear, I feel like, I don't know. I was going to say something like witchy, like I feel like I just took a naked sun bath in the moonlight or something.
That's incredible. I love that.
That is what came to mind.
I mean, I know that I have the energy. I mean, I think that's why I thrive like bartending is because, and like just in general, people like to talk to me.
You make me want to fall off the wagon in a good way.
I was like, no. I will.
No, if I went to go visit you at work, you would make me something NA.
Oh, totally.
Because you do that.
Yeah.
Wait, tell everyone at home. you were telling me about this thing you make, cloud coffee.
The cloud coffee, not like my own. It's not my invention, but it's coconut water, and then I make a raspberry syrup in the I put the coconut water and the raspberry syrup together, and then it's a fluffy shaken instant coffee on top because we don't have an espresso machine. But
is it pink?
It's pink. It's pretty. It's right up your alley, like literally. And I even have grapefruit soda, dude. I would make that for you. If you told me, honestly, like you coming, like if when a person comes in and they're like, they tell me their vibe and like some flavor profiles, I will make them something.
Well, let it be known to the world. Grapefruit is my favorite flavor of all time. I love grapefruit. When I used to drink, my alcohol of choice was Deep Eddy Ruby Red.
That's like one of my go-tos.
I would
whiskey
drink
ginger,
it
but yeah.
over ice. No
Yeah.
mixer. It tastes like grapefruit juice to me.
Oh wow!
That's
okay.
why I had to quit drinking.
Yay!
Yeah, it was a little too good for me. So yeah. Anyways, this is all to say, Queen City is so good. If you're in Denver, support them. I feel like it might be time to get into the jars, unless there's something else you want to talk about that's not jar related.
I don't think so.
I think we've covered a lot.
We've going
going at
into
2x speed today because I'm like the Energizer Bunny today.
And
that's a pink character.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, tell me this. What's your coffee order?
Like something sweet and creamy. Right now, it's like I love brown sugar and cinnamon. Yeah.
Ooh.
Depending on where I go, you can usually find it. If it's a coffee shop like the one that I work next to, that's like we let the bean speak for itself, and they don't offer like any syrups or anything, I'm just like, cool, bye. Like, no, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not like that. I'm not a coffee snob. Like.
That's amazing. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on we let the beans speak for itself.
I've been to a coffee shop that like said that. And the coffee shop that I work next to does not offer like any kind of syrup. And they're just like, no.
We let the beans speak for. I've been to a sex shop that said that. Yeah. Okay, we're done with the free range conversation. We're gonna play Sip, Savor, Spill. I'm actually so excited to play this with you. I'm sure you know there's 3 jars. Sip, savor, spill. Sip, savor, spill is the order in which they get deeper, but it's up to the guest. It's up to you. Oh my gosh, I know this couch is so light. I could like sneeze and you'll fly back against the wall. Okay, so we can play in whatever order you want. Do you want to like dive into the deep end right away and then get out the shallow end, or do you want to like inch in?
Ooh,
what do you want to do?
Let's go deep.
Right off the bat. She's about to spill.
Get it out of the way.
Okay. Well, this is the jar with the spill questions. I'm going to do you want to pick it?
No, you pick it.
You want me to pick it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're both going to answer the question, and when I read it, you can decide. Do you want to answer first, or do you want me to answer first if you need some time?
Thank you.
All right. The question is, what is something you love about being your age? That's a safe question.
That is actually like love.
You love that?
I do love that.
I love that too, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Answer it.
And go. Something that I love about being my age is just like, it's that classic, just like being more confident in yourself and not caring. Like, I spent a lot of my 20s in like, even the other day I was thinking like from 5th grade I was like wanting to be like something different, or like not something different but like in a different body maybe, or like a different height. Like I've always been like a giant person.
Are you tall?
Oh, am I tall?
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
You are. Okay, the crazy thing is I never know how tall people are.
You're tall.
I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I'm like, well, she's not taller than me.
True. That's how I gauge people's heights. Like,
okay.
If you're taller than me, you're tall.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I love being in my 30s. I feel very confident. I feel very just, I mean, I'm not like sure of what the hell I'm doing with my life, but I'm sure in like who I am as a person. And yeah, that's the thing I think I love about my age, is just the lack of having to care, or like, yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I feel like the 20s are so overrated.
They really are.
I would never do that again. I, I, I don't even like thinking about my 20s. The truth is, like, even when I wrote my literal memoir, the part about my 20s is all bad and then it's over. Like, I ended it at 25 because I feel like at least when you're a teenager, because no matter, like, when you're a teenager and then when you're in your 20s, to me, that's all actually the same. Like, I feel like I was a teenager till I turned 30. It feels really
Yeah.
weird to say, but like, and maybe it's also a thing, and I have said this before, where I feel like gays who have to come out in their late teens are like a few years behind on a lot of things because, like, you know, I didn't come out till I was 16. I did not kiss a male person until I was 18. I, you know, I did all of that kind of stuff a few years back. So I think of like my 20s as just an extension of my teen years. And it
Totally.
was like so much learning with pie on my face and just like being a fool.
Yeah.
And also, I spent a lot of it blacked out because I
Oh.
drank a lot in my 20s, which is again why I don't drink now. And I agree with you that in my 30s, I just don't feel the need to prove anything to other people. And beyond that, I don't feel the need to prove anything to myself like I did in my 20s.
Totally.
Because I was in my 20s, I feel like I was always trying to make sure that my presence was like worth it. Like, am I doing something that's like, am I being relevant? Am I like, am I keeping up on the times? But am I also being like a beacon of what mental health should be? And am I going to accomplish goals that I have set for myself? And I put so much pressure on myself that I'm just like, I say this all the time now, we're all getting microwaved alive. It's not that serious. Your goal should be to enjoy your life. And like, now I feel like on the podcast and the books that I choose to write and the people I choose to spend my time with, it's not about proving anything to myself or someone else. It's about enjoying my time. Period.
Yes.
And that is what I enjoy about being my age. We're the same age. We're 34. You're 35?
No, I'm 34. I just forget how old I am sometimes. I was
my
like,
God,
oh my
look of
God, I'm
panic.
33. Rude.
No, you're definitely older than me. And I'm 34.
Yeah. Because
I'm
you're
a
a
Leo.
Leo.
I'm the Leo is what I say. When people say, are you a Leo? Because I have a lion tattoo. And sometimes people will see it and they'll say, are you a Leo? And I'll be like, no, I'm the Leo. And then they'll be like, okay, this tracks.
The other gay Leo that we know,
Patrick
has a lion tattoo as well.
Oh my God. And my little cousin Zach
Does
has
he?
a lion.
Of course.
Well, we got ours together because we're both Leos.
Okay.
And he's like my kid. Every time I do something with him, I'm like, this is like a mommy-daughter activity. But like a couple years ago for our birthday, I was like, let's, like, as our birthday presents to each other, let's go for tattoos.
Cool.
And so we both decided to get a Leo tattoo, but mine is like, all my tattoos are like outlines. So mine's like the outline of a lion.
Okay.
And all of his are like spooky, witchy. So his is like a tarot card style.
Ooh, cool.
With a lion in it.
Love.
It's so cute.
I like it.
And he's only 25, so he's probably still trying to prove a lot. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay, that was a great question. Are you happy that's what your spill question was?
Yeah, I am.
I mean, it truly is only going to get easier from here. So now the next level backwards would be savor.
All right.
So are you ready for your waist deep question, as I call them?
Yeah.
Oop, that's it.
I'll pull it.
Wait, yeah, you pull it. And you read it.
Okay.
I think I also told you I just love your voice. Like your speaking voice.
Thank you.
I love that you're a singer. I would also watch you talk for 2 hours.
I love that because I don't like listening to myself talk.
That's crazy to me. Oh, she has the question and she looks skeptical.
What is an irrational fear you have?
Oh my God. Do you want to go first?
You go first.
Oh, I'll go first. I have a lot of irrational fears. I would say that like the most serious one that is like the longest lasting, and like I'm in therapy to this day because I can't shake this irrational fear, is that everyone's gonna desert me.
Oh.
No, I mean that's normal, right?
Yeah.
Right? No, it is. It's like a very common thing, and I think that to tie this back to the last question, honestly, one of the other great things about being my age, and maybe you'll agree with this, maybe you won't, is that I feel like having irrational fears or rational fears, any of your fears, the game changes to where it's not that I'm necessarily trying to overcome those fears and like dominate them. Sometimes you have to accept that whether they're going to be there forever or it's still just going to be like for a while, it's better to learn how to coexist with the fear
your fears?
Than to try to like rule it or overcome it. I don't know. Because the thing is, I kind of feel like, speaking to that irrational fear, because my other one that's like not like deep and serious is that my building is gonna pancake and I'm on the 41st floor.
See,
and I'm gonna die.
that's like more of like an irrational fear to me. Like,
oh, everyone deserting you is rational. No, I think they're both irrational fears, but like there's some that are like unrealistic, and then there's some that's like, I don't know, maybe it is a rational fear that everyone's gonna desert you.
That one's the most like it is very irrational, because just like everyone like conspiring together to be like, oh, today's the day.
I know.
Peace out.
I know,
Bye.
Right? And sometimes I'm just like, I could do more work than I've already done to attempt to not have that fear anymore, or not have that thought living in the back of my mind. Or I can just acknowledge like, yeah, that would suck.
It would.
That would be scary, and that would be really bad. And all I can control about that fear is doing my best so that even if everyone does desert me, I didn't deserve that. Like, I know I don't deserve that, right? And so, like, I can live with that fear, because at this age, I mean, it really ties into the last question, because it's about being self-realized.
Wow.
Even if that happened, I would be okay.
Wow.
But I'm still scared of it happening. I don't want it to happen. So I don't know. Is that coexisting with it, or have I conquered it? I don't know. I
think you're coexisting right now.
I think I'm coexisting.
Yeah.
I coexist with a lot of my fears. This is why I sleep 5 hours a night.
Dang.
I'm not a sleeper.
Oof.
I know. And I've talked about this so much, we won't even get into it. But like, it's probably why. I'm too busy coexisting with my fears.
Hey.
What's an irrational fear that you have?
My irrational fear, I have many, as you say. Like, abandonment is like a big one.
I mean, that's like the most common fear in the world, I think.
Abandonment. Yeah. Just like,
especially of our generation.
Something that I was thinking about though, and especially now that I work, because I have 2 jobs, but I'm working at a place that has stairs again, and so like, I guess it's actually a rational fear, but like it's like when I'm carrying things, I don't want to walk downstairs because I feel like I'm going to.
That is so rational.
Yeah, okay.
That's not irrational.
All right. Spiders?
I think spiders are an irrational fear, because when's the last time you heard about someone like dying from a spider bite?
Okay. Yeah, that actually makes me feel better.
You're welcome.
My fear of spiders has only gotten worse as I've gotten older, which like I when I garden, like I'm not like I'll be like, oh, cute little spiders, and like I'm not like terrified. But if spiders are in my home, I'm afraid of them. But I used to live in a basement, and like I used to like, I'm definitely like the person that like lets spiders like kind of hang out. I'm just like, okay, like I'll let them like do their thing. Like, thank you, spider, for like doing your thing. Like, they're here for a reason. This is like,
God.
Yeah, totally. Like, I'll coexist with my fear of spiders.
Literally.
Like, but like last summer, I think there was a black widow in my shower though, and it was a baby black widow, like the tiniest little baby black widow, but it was like coming from the ceiling, and and Chris wasn't home, and I was like, I couldn't. I was like,
You were frozen.
I was frozen. I couldn't do anything. I didn't know what to do. And I knew like what I needed to do was fucking take a shower and go to work, but I couldn't because
What did you do?
I just sat on the bed and I like texted him and I was like, there's a spider in the bathtub, in the shower. Like, he's like,
You didn't get a
like,
shoe and kill it.
because I can't like.
Do you want to know something really sadistic about me? You're gonna hate this because you like
Don't you like get joy?
spiders. I have a zero tolerance. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so you're not coexisting with spiders.
I'm not coexisting.
Cool.
They're gonna coexist with my hairspray. That's what I do. It's messed up.
Oh my gosh.
I know, but it's the only way that I'll feel safe. Is if because they curl up in a little sticky ball and they can't. They're done.
Okay, that's
I know. I'm
Jeez.
admitting this.
But it's only because I've had like the reason like for my fear of spiders, I think, is because the one recurring nightmare that I've ever had in my entire life has been about a spider, and it's like a glass see-through spider, which if we want to dissect dreams, that's crazy. And I wake up but my eyes are already open, so that makes me think it's like sleep paralysis, and then I think that it's like a real spider like coming down to my face, and then I wake up, but I'm already like awake. And then I know it's actually
now
really...
that's an irrational fear.
Yeah.
And also that's so meta and scary.
Like spiders like in your bed. So anyways, throughout our entire time together, like Chris has had to like deal with me like waking up and then like throwing blankets and pillows and stuff because there's like spiders in the bed. So,
God bless this man.
Yeah. God bless Chris.
God bless Chris. Do you ever get nightmares about performing or being on stage?
I might get like a little I get more nervous when friends are like, hey, we're gonna come see you, or like if somebody like shows up randomly that I know that they saw like an Instagram post that we're playing, and then it's like somebody that I haven't seen
and
in
then
years.
They actually go.
Yeah, and then they're there. It's like,
oh my God, I
get
should
scared.
have done that without telling you. And then I should have just screamed in the middle of your song.
I don't think I'd feel like I already like feel the love from you. Like
Yeah,
I already know that
I'm so obsessed
if you
with
like
you.
my talking voice, like you would be like,
oh my God.
I feel like I can't do any wrong with you. But like there's some people that if I play in front of like, yeah, I don't know, I just get nervous.
You really can't do any wrong with me because I when you said that just now, I imagined you. I shouldn't probably say this, but I imagined you pulling out a weapon. I can't. I feel like we shouldn't say the G word. I feel like it gets bleeped out or something. I don't know. We're living in a weird time. Anyway, I just imagine you taking me out, and I'd be like, she probably had a good reason. She has too good of an aura. I know she didn't mean any harm. She killed me because she had to. If
I won't kill a spider, I wouldn't kill you.
Well, exactly. And I hairspray spiders into sticky
I
little
don't want that into my brain. That is too visceral, dude.
I know. Imagine how they feel, but I'm just like, stay away. I will say this hasn't happened in years because I don't get spiders where I live.
Cool.
I live 500 feet in the air. They don't go up there for whatever
That is a
reason.
long ways for a spider to make it.
I know. So luckily they don't.
Our house was built in 1952, so.
Oh my God.
They're like, sup.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know what I get nightmares about? Which is really weird. I mean, what's not weird is I still get nightmares that I'm like showing up to class and I didn't study for a test.
Yeah. Anxiety.
Yeah, like a bad grade. But recently, like in the last year, I've been having a lot of nightmares that I am still acting, which I haven't done since I was 12. And I am backstage at a show and I don't know any of my lines. And they're like gearing me up to go on stage. And they're like, all right, you're on in like a minute. Like come over here and like be at the curtain and, you know, get ready to go out. And I am panicking internally because I'm like, I don't know my lines. I'm going to go out there and I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't know the lines, but I can't leave.
Classic anxiety dream.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Because I think like when I look that up, you feel unprepared.
Okay.
But I don't feel unprepared consciously.
Subconscious.
What am I unprepared for? All I need to do is show up. And it's always great. I don't know. Maybe that's the lesson. All right. Let's go to the next jar.
All right.
We're going to the sip jar. You want me to pick it?
Yeah, you got this one.
Okay. This is gonna be the easiest question.
Love.
Wouldn't that be funny if it was like, what death affected you most? It's not gonna be that.
Jeez.
It's not. That would be a spill question. Oh my God, I love this so much. What is your favorite fairy tale? Oh my God, I expected a different reaction from you. Are you skeptical of fairy tales?
I mean, like,
that reaction made it seem like you hate fairy tales.
I don't hate them, but they're like, like
they're fairy tales.
They're fairy tales, and
how did you not?
And they're all like not like feminine, like they're not like real. They're all about just like girl find love, everything's good. That's like, but I know that like the older fairy tales, like Grimm's, like what they're actually based off.
The dark ones.
The dark ones. So I should know more about that.
Okay, well, growing up, did you have one?
A favorite fairy tale? I mean, I love Cinderella.
Okay, well, how would you change it to make it more Miranda Clemenson approved?
No, but actually, I was obsessed with, because I've always been like obsessed with like the occult and stuff, and I actually did learn about the like the Little Mermaid, like the original Little Mermaid story, and this is like not Christmas talk.
That's okay.
I know, but
Christmas is a week away.
But the like original Little Mermaid story is like how, again, she chose the guy, but in doing so, like when she walked, she was able to walk, but it was like walking on knives the entire time.
What?
Isn't that messed up? So sad. But she chose that because she wanted the love of a man.
So basically, if you choose men, and I've always said this, it will feel like you're walking on knives for the rest of your life.
Yikes.
That's how I feel about being gay. This feels like walking on knives. I hate men. Just kidding. Kind of. Anyway, I did not know that. I'm going to Google it later to fact check you. Wait, are you being for real?
I'm being for real. It was like walking on glass.
Conchita, are you lying to me? You know what is crazy to me is that you forget the names of your own songs, but you remember that your 8th grade Spanish name was
called ADHD, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Esteban and Conchita is my favorite fairy tale. I actually want to make a children's book.
That'd be pretty cute.
That would be so cute.
Conchita was the lady with like the banana lady, right? Like,
I think so.
I think that's why I chose that name. Also, like, Miranda is a pretty Spanish name, and I wanted to just like be Miranda, but she wouldn't let me.
No, she was very serious about choosing a name, which I was glad, because I don't want to be camarón, because that is shrimp. Actually, when I had my first job, I worked at a Safeway Starbucks, and the guy who worked in seafood, he's actually still there, Rogelio, would always come and say, "What's up, camarón?" And then he would find it so funny. And I, even though I'm like half brown, I did not know that meant shrimp for so long. Until my cousin Irma was like, "You know why he's calling you that?" And I was like, "Oh my God," I was 16. I didn't know.
Oh.
I was 16 and whitewashed. So my favorite
fairy tale.
Speaking of whitewashed, my favorite fairy tale to this day is Snow White.
Cool.
Okay. And yes, she waited on love's true kiss or whatever. First love's true love's first kiss.
Yes.
Whatever. So yeah. But what I liked about it was the evil queen.
That makes sense.
I was obsessed with it. First of all, my mom looks like the evil queen.
Maleficent?
No, that's Sleeping Beauty.
Oops.
In Snow White, her name is just the evil queen, which also love.
Cool.
That's my nickname.
Evil Cameron.
The evil queen. Yeah. No, I used to love the evil queen. I mean, to this day, I think she is the most slay Disney villain. She's beautiful. In fact, when I was 6 years old, my mom let me pick what she was going to dress up as for Halloween. And that's what I picked for her to wear.
Cool.
I was like, "Please be the evil queen," which I'm like, wow, sign number 1. I was Dracula, but I didn't want to be Dracula, but like it was one of the only options I had. After Halloween, I cut the tip off the Dracula wig and pretended I was Snow White.
Aw.
Gay. Gay. And you know what else? Every time, this is going to sound psychotic, every time I eat an apple, do you remember? I'm not kidding. I know you're going to think I'm lying. Or maybe you'll fully believe it because it's true. Every time I eat an apple, do you remember in the movie where she like takes a bite and then she falls down and there's the shot of her hand holding the apple with the one bite in the apple? I will take a bite of an apple and I'll just put my hand down on the table and I'll be like, wow, this must be what it was like when Snow White got poisoned.
We're just talking about like Disney movies, not actual like fairy tales. But
well, the thing about Snow White, the grim version of Snow White, is that the punishment for the queen was dancing on hot coals. What did these people have against feet? Or was it a foot fetish? No. I don't know. Oh. I don't know. Oh. We're getting into territory I'm uncomfortable getting into. Feet. I don't get that. And I'm not foot shaming anybody. I don't get it. Anyways. I like the dark version of Snow White also. Yeah. You know what? The other thing about Snow White is the evil queen literally told this huntsman, take this little girl into the woods and bring her heart back in this box.
Yeah, I mean, that's metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great way to
Did you know that you were so metal? Yeah, dude.
I just think, like, of all the Disney villains, I'm like, oh, Ursula, you took the girl's voice. Take her heart and put it in. Actually, don't even do it yourself. Send a man to go take her to the woods and get her heart for you and bring it back to you in a box.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, and then he gives her the heart of a pig. I don't even want to know what she did to him. What happened to the huntsman? I think we should open an investigation.
I think there was a movie about the huntsman, wasn't there?
I don't know. Okay. You know, the only Snow White that I actually like is the Disney one. Okay. The old one. The new Disney one? Yeah. Bad.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I haven't.
Don't.
But the old illustrations and like how they used to do like old Disney movies, love.
Yeah, and Snow White also the first one, 1937.
Crazy.
That is 88 years old. But you want to know what's messed up? And I swear to God, I'm almost done talking about Snow White.
It's okay.
But you know what? Want to know what's messed up is the woman who voiced Snow White, I think her name was like Adriana Caselotti. She also, you can hear her voice in The Wizard of Oz when the Tin Man is singing his song, If I Only Had a Heart.
What a cool little trivia.
And she says, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Huh. That's her. She had to be uncredited, so she's not in the credits of the movie. And the reason is Disney didn't let her do her voice in any other movie ever again because they didn't want the image of Snow White to be tarnished.
Talk about like a mermaid moment. Like,
exactly. Disney stole Snow White's voice. And that's how I'm tying our two together. I'm all about bridging the gap. And that's what we do here at the Cameron Show. You're not afraid of trans people. You're afraid of men. And I'm going to say it again and again and again. Miranda, it's been a joy.
It's been such a joy.
You are a joy. You make me so happy. I'm so happy that I can reach out to you anytime. And that 10% of the time we're going to connect.
With like, 2 weeks notice.
With like 2 weeks notice or whatever. But honestly, it's fine because I sit down here with you and I'm like, we could be 13 years old right now.
We could.
This is exactly what it was like. We were silly. We probably got separated in Spanish class by Senorita Berg.
1000%.
Conchita and Esteban, please sit on opposite sides of the room. She probably said it in Spanish, though.
Probably.
What do you want to leave our listeners at home with? Is there anything coming up that you want to tell them about?
If you guys want to check out Yarrow, we're playing a couple shows this weekend and the weekend after. So like a couple pre-Christmas shows and a post-Christmas show. So
do you do any Christmas music?
Of course.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Where can they find this? What's your Insta? What's the
Yarrow Band on Instagram?
Yarrow Band.
Yeah. And we're on Bandcamp and like I cross post to Facebook, but who's on Facebook?
Who's on Facebook? Go to Instagram, look them up, Yarrow Band.
Yep, but we're called Yarrow.
But they're called Yarrow.
Yep.
They are a band. So you might be able to guess where the name for the Instagram came from. At Yarrow Band, Miranda and Chris. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I love you. All right, friends at home, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next Thursday. Even though it's Christmas, we'll still be here. I'm going to have my sister here. It's going to be so much fun. And as always, live your best life. Don't be a dick. I love you so much. Goodbye.